When your cat chooses to sleep beside you, do you really understand what that means? Yes, it's sweet. Yes, it's comforting. But beneath that quiet moment, beneath the soft purring and the steady rise and fall of their tiny chest, there's something far more powerful happening. Sleeping next to you is not a casual decision for a cat. It's one of the most vulnerable, emotionally loaded choices they can make, and most people misunderstand it. Let's slow down and look at what that nightly ritual is actually saying. First, it was never just about warmth. It's easy to assume your cat climbs into bed because you're a human heater, but think about how many warm places exist in your home. Sunlit floors, fresh laundry, electronics humming with heat, cozy blankets piled in quiet corners. If temperature were the only goal, they would have endless options. Instead, they walk past all of that and settle next to you. Sleep is the most defenseless state a cat can be in. Every survival instinct tells them to hide, to tuck themselves away somewhere concealed and protected. And yet, they choose to close their eyes beside a creature many times their size. That is not convenience. That is trust. When your cat sleeps near you, they are saying, in the only language they know, "I feel safe enough here to let go." Second, they are merging your worlds together. Have you noticed how your cat rubs their face against you before settling down? The gentle head bump, the slow body press? It feels affectionate, and it is, but it's also something deeper. Cats carry scent glands along their cheeks, forehead, and tail base. When they touch you, they are leaving a piece of themselves behind. But when they sleep pressed against you night after night, something else happens. Your scent and theirs begin to blend. In the wild, shared scent equals shared identity. It marks family. It marks safety. It says, "This one belongs with me." When your cat curls into you at night, they are reinforcing that shared signature. They are weaving you into their sense of home. That's why they sometimes sniff you intensely after you've been out. You smell different. The shared story needs to be rewritten, and bedtime is when they rewrite it. Third, they are quietly standing guard. Pay attention to where your cat positions themselves. By your head, against your back, near your feet, facing the door. It isn't random. Even the most pampered indoor cat carries ancient wiring. They are both predator and prey by nature. And in the wild, members of a group don't all sleep deeply at the same time. Someone watches. Someone listens. When your cat chooses a specific spot beside you, part of them believes they are taking a post. If they face the doorway, they're monitoring entry points. If they stay near your head, they're close to your most vulnerable area. If they press against your spine, they're covering what you can't see. Will they fend off an intruder? Probably not. But in their mind, they have accepted responsibility. Fourth, their sleep position is a message. A tightly curled ball means protection. Paws tucked. Belly hidden. Organs shielded. They trust you enough to stay close, but some instinct still whispers caution. A full stretch, belly exposed, limbs relaxed, means total security. A cat showing their stomach while asleep has abandoned every defensive posture evolution taught them to hold on to. Turning their back to you? That's not rejection. In the feline world, turning your back to someone means you don't consider them a threat. It's a profound compliment. And when they press their entire body into yours, wedging into impossible spaces, that's devotion. They are minimizing distance. They want contact, not out of neediness, but out of connection. Fifth, they adjust their rhythm for you. Cats are naturally most active at dawn and dusk. Their biology is tuned for twilight alertness. Your schedule should not match theirs, but bonded cats often shift their cycles. They nap more during the day, they settle at night, they wake just before your alarm, they greet you at the door. This is not coincidence. They are syncing themselves to your life. Over time, they learn your patterns. When you rest, when you stir, when you are available, and they align with it. That alignment is a choice. Sixth, they feel your internal shifts before you do. Have you ever had a difficult day and found your cat unusually close to you that evening? Or noticed them hovering when you're unwell? Cats are exquisitely sensitive to subtle change. Your breathing alters when you're stressed. Your movements tighten. Your scent shifts with hormonal changes. Even your sleep patterns fluctuate. Your cat registers these details. By sleeping beside you, they are immersed in your baseline, your normal heartbeat, your normal breathing cadence, your usual stillness. When something shifts, they notice immediately. They may not understand your worries, but they understand change, and closeness is often their response. Finally, if they suddenly stop, pay attention. If a cat who has slept beside you for months or years abruptly chooses distance, it matters. Cats are creatures of habit. They do not abandon routines lightly. Sometimes the reason is physical discomfort. Illness can drive a cat to isolate as vulnerability feels dangerous. Sometimes it's environmental. A new pet, a rearranged room, a new smell that unsettles them. Sometimes it's emotional. A frightening experience in that space can linger longer than we realize. Withdrawal is communication, not punishment, not moodiness, communication. The key is observation without panic, gentle awareness. A willingness to ask, what changed? Instead of, why are you being difficult? Because that quiet act of sleeping beside you was never small to them. It was a declaration of trust, of belonging, of shared space and shared scent and shared safety. And when a creature built on survival instincts chooses you as the place they feel safest, that is not a trivial thing. It is, in its own silent way, love.